Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Okay, I was supposed to do a follow-up video from my surgery, my endometriosis surgery. I guess maybe about 2 days ago, give or take. I was supposed to do a day of the first couple hours or after surgery, then a 24 hours afterwards or 48 hours afterwards. This is more like 4 days afterwards. I had to kind of collect myself and pull myself together, but as you can see, I'm doing very well. We're here in Vegas, you guys, and the weather is amazing. It is Sunday the 25th, I think it is, and the weather has just dropped. Tomorrow's Monday, and it's supposed to quote unquote rain. We'll see, but the weather feels real good. I'm on the blue couch, you guys, my favorite spot to videotape when I'm outside near where I live. It's like a courtyard. There's beautiful trees everywhere, palm trees, all kinds of trees, flowers. The pool, there's one small pool right here to the right of me. There's another pool area in front of me. I'm in the kids area, but it's still fairly early, so the kids aren't out playing yet. But I just wanted to catch up with you guys and tell you how I'm doing. So this is day 4. My surgery was on 10/21/2020, and today's date is 10/25/2020. So 4 days after my surgery, I'm feeling really good. The only issues that I have right now is being regular, because I'm very regular. My doctor, big shout out to my doctor specialist that helped me this time around. What had happened was, usually after your surgery, they talk to you and break everything down, and then you have a follow-up visit. So my follow-up visit is sometime in the next less than 2 weeks. I go back to see her. And I'm really going to discuss, like I said in my previous video, what you want to do is kind of all the questions that pop into your mind. Right now you're calm, you're at home. Get a little notebook or just a piece of paper and write down all the questions that you might have from your surgery, after effects, will you have to come back and see them, what to expect in the next 6 months, so on and so forth. Just so when you get into the doctor's office, you're not rushed, you don't forget things. The doctor starts talking, you start talking, you get sidetracked, and then the one thing that you wanted to ask the doctor, you didn't ask the doctor, and it might be very important to your health, and you forgot to ask them. While you're there, you're paying your copay, that $30. I pay $30 every time I go into the doctor. You pay that $30, I want to get my $30 worth. So with that being said, my doctor called me the next day, which was amazing. She said I did very well. So in my case, I had a mass, endometriosis, and it was the size of a lemon, small fist. So this is my fist. It was probably like this size, and it was just kind of in my pelvic area. And it was just sitting there, and it was causing me a lot of pain. And actually, I've had pain there for a dull pain for like years, many years. And so finally got it taken care of. I found out something interesting with my surgery, because you just never know until you go inside. The doctor goes inside. I did have, I hope I'm saying this right, lipo, I'll just work out. Laparoscopic machine that goes in, and the doctor kind of controls the machine. I currently have 5 different incisions in my stomach, 1 in my belly button, and then 2 on either side of my stomach. Those are healing quite nicely from what I can see. Yeah, scarring, I'm not really worried about scarring. I'm not that kind of, not vain, but I don't care about scarring, stretch marks and stuff like that. It doesn't really bother me. But my other ones that I had for my hysterectomy, I had 2. And they were real light. They actually healed very nicely to where you couldn't even tell. So I'm sure these will heal pretty nicely also. What was I going to say? So my doctor told me basically what was really causing me a lot of pain was basically, and this might be a little bit too much information, but I'm just telling you my story, what to expect. This is my story. That basically I had my rectum was fused to the wall of my, I hope I'm saying it right, you guys correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. I will do probably another follow-up video, because I will be seeing my doctor in the next couple weeks, like I said, and I'm going to be writing down everything, so I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. But basically what she told me, that my rectum was fused to my cervix wall. Okay, so I had a hysterectomy, so my uterus was taken, but I still had the wall, and my rectum was basically where you use the bathroom was fused to that. So every time, you know, when you use the bathroom and your bowel movement goes through, I would feel that. And plus on top of that, while it was fused to the wall, which I guess is supposed to be like this, forgive me, I'm not a doctor, I don't know, I'll get more details when I go into my my follow-up visit. It's supposed to be separate, but it was fused. So when it was fused like that, good morning, beautiful, how are you? Good. I am doing a YouTube video. So it was causing me a lot of pain, but she did say I had a lot of scar tissue from my hysterectomy. Now that's so if you're going to get a hysterectomy, and I'm just speaking for my case, when she went in, and I do want to follow up with her in this visit and ask her, because I do believe I had scar tissue in my stomach area, which actually when I had my hysterectomy, my other doctor told me that I had a lot of scarring from possibly infections and stuff like that. I asked her how I got the infection. She told me, of course, she didn't know how I got the infection, so it was just kind of like a big mess. But I am going to go into more detail with my other doctor when I do my follow-up visit, why I had scar tissue. But I do believe, like, a lot of scar tissue can be either massaged, a deep massage. I wouldn't recommend doing, you know, you doing it yourself, or you would have to have surgery. So when I had the surgery, I do believe, which I forgot to ask her while I was on the phone with her very briefly, if she got, which I'm sure she did, she cut a lot of it, or she scraped it, or whatever they do. They got rid of a lot of the scar tissue so I can heal properly. So that's what was also causing me a lot of pain. She did find a mass, which she did believe, but she's doing a biopsy, if I'm not mistaken, which was endometriosis. So like I said, it was about the size. She did tell me after I had my MRI, I had one about maybe less than 2 weeks ago. It didn't get any bigger from maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, which was good. So because they can get larger and grow, and endometriosis can come back. So hopefully mine doesn't come back. She got all of it. She did say she, you know, she cleaned the area, or she scraped it or whatever. So I was very pleased with that. But literally one of the things that I did notice, and I didn't say in my last video, my very first video, was like the lower back pain that I was having, which is now understandable, because if my, you know, rectum was fused to my uterus, that whole area would be like very sore, and I would just always be moving at work like, God, why? And I would constantly get massages, which wouldn't help. I would also have pain right here in my neck area and my shoulders, but also I stand on my feet all day. But one of the things, I'm real big on feet, meaning like, I don't know if you guys do feet massages and stuff like that, but you know, your feet are very important. Big shout out to my dad. My dad always said, take care of your feet, and it's so true. So parts of your body are connected. So like if you get a good massage, like say you're having like liver issues or whatever the case may be, you can massage certain parts of your feet to relieve that area. And I hope I said that. That's just real layman's terms. I'm not a doctor, I'm not an herbalist, I'm not a whatever you want to call it. But I would have this constant pain left on my right side of my body, on the bottom of my foot. And when I would go to get massages, there's a place, and they do specialize in feet. The area that I was having issues was like my lower pelvic area, and that was the same pain that I was having. So they would have a chart of your foot, and then it would say like, massage this area if you want to stimulate the liver, the gallbladder, kidney, you know, whatever the case may be. So literally after this surgery, and I noticed as the days have progressed that, I mean, this would be a constant pain, once again, dull pain in my foot. It would be the lower area, my pelvic area, which is constantly hurt, and it kind of reflected onto my foot, and I don't have that pain anymore. Actually, my feet actually feel really nice, and it's just so amazing how you could have so many different issues, or you could have one issue and can affect different parts of your body. Your feet are very important. I love my chakra. My chakra points, you have 7, and just my lower, I've been saying for many years, I'm just looking for balance. I need balance. I think this is a great start to my balance. As of Monday, I will be starting another juice cleanse, so I want to slim back down again, just now that I've had the surgery. And I have had my rectum basically unfused from the wall, which is really amazing. And I had a lot of scar tissue that was taken care of. I just really want my body to heal quickly. And I was going to say nicely, quickly, and just get that balance and that clarity back again, because I've lost my clarity. When I did the 30-day juice cleanse from, I think it was May 15th to June 15th, I lost approximately about 14 pounds. And just like the third, fourth day, boom, my mind was so clear. So I need to get back to that. Um, my neck feels good. I was constantly going to the chiropractor and getting my neck popped. It's just so amazing how they fixed that one, well, multiple things there. And I just feel, I don't feel centered or quite balanced yet. It's a process, I know that, but I feel good. Okay, so I've rambled for about 10 minutes. You guys, if you have any questions, definitely leave them down below. If you're going to get a hysterectomy, please ask lots and lots of questions. Possibly there could be something else going on. The reason why I got a hysterectomy is because I was having very hard and long periods. A lot of blood clots the size of like this, like not natural periods. Obviously, I know it had to do with probably the endometriosis, my hysterectomy, having all that scar tissue, my rectum being fused to the wall of my cervix. If I'm saying that right, it was fused to something that it wasn't supposed to be fused to. So I was very regular, actually every day, but I was having issues. It was very painful. I could feel my bowel movements going through, and it was just really painful, and it just sat there in my lower pelvic area. So when I would stand, when I would walk, you could see it in my walk, I was like off-centered. Definitely ask a lot of questions. You possibly might not have to have a hysterectomy if you have endometriosis. Also check into seeing if you have polyps, fibroids. There's also a lot of natural ways, which once again I would like to reiterate in this video. I am not a doctor. I'm definitely not a doctor. I'm just telling you about my experiences. But I will reiterate, I wish that I would have checked into the endometriosis first. Possibly I could have handled that instead of having a full-on hysterectomy and throwing, my body totally off and losing, my woman parts or whatnot. I could have just handled the endometriosis. It could have balanced me out and changed my diet definitely, because it has a lot to do with what you eat. I'm not a big meat person, but I'm gonna definitely be cutting out more meat. I don't do milk. I do like dairy, so like ice cream, yogurts and stuff like that. More fruits, definitely more water, lots and lots of water. One thing I will tell you guys, very super dry. So after surgery, hysterectomy, endometriosis, you might have a hard time using the bathroom. And I know this is a big issue for a lot of women. I was just telling someone just the other day how literally when I was afraid to use, well, I told my doctor I was having a hard time using the restroom, and she goes, that sometimes happens, get a laxative. I was like, okay, here we go with the laxative. Took the laxative. That next evening was dangerous. It was so dangerous. I was like, oh my gosh. So I used the bathroom like 4 times. The first one was just like, wow, I can't believe that just came out of me. Then I just kept going through the night. So that got me going again. Don't straighten. So definitely when you have a hysterectomy or these kind of surgeries, especially since I had my rectum, she said she was I have no holes in it. She was able to detach it, and it's doing its thing. So I don't have any not injury, but it's not damaged or anything. You're always afraid though. You're always afraid that when you use the bathroom, something's gonna fall, and that's just me. That something's gonna fall out that doesn't need to be falling out, needs to stay inside. So definitely, when you do your hysterectomy, they're gonna give you like a stool softener. Definitely take advantage of that. Don't strain to push everything down, because obviously you just had surgery, and there's been cases, and I'll just tell you, because if you're watching this video, I'm sure you've done research, that people have ripped their stitches in their insides fall out. So that's not cool. And that's what I was kind of worried about, but that rarely happens. But you don't want to strain when you use the bathroom. You don't want to push so hard down. You want to take it easy and use a stool softener or a prune. Hey, do the natural. You could do prune juice and all that good stuff to get everything moving. You don't necessarily have to go to a pill to use the bathroom. What else? I'm super dry. I'm drinking a lot of water right now. I just feel dehydrated. Another thing that I caught on to early on for the last 4 days is that I have a lot of mucus and like phlegm, and I've been coughing it up and whatnot. When you do go into surgery, they do put a tube down your throat. Last time I was really sore for at least 2 to 3 days. This not so much. Yeah, not so much, but definitely like the phlegm is an issue. So I'm really looking forward to doing my juice cleanse again, or just incorporating a lot more juices. But I will be eating more like grains and vegetables and salads and stuff like that. I don't think I'm gonna go full on nothing but juice for 30 days. We'll see. I don't know. It changes daily with me. Well, you guys, okay, I've rambled enough. You guys, I'm doing really good. I feel good. I think I look good. My face, it's amazing because I'm not working, obviously, and I feel good. I've been able to take a break from work. My skin is nice. I'm drinking a lot of water. As you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day. The temperature here in Vegas has dropped, so I'm feeling really good. And it's so funny because I'm watching a lady right in front of me do yoga. She's doing yoga right now, and I would love to go join her, but I have to get a clearance from my doctor because I have these little, incisions in my stomach, so I'm not sure if I'm able to stretch yet or exercise yet. But anyways, definitely, you guys, thanks for watching this video. Feel free to share it. If you have any questions, I'll try to, I'm running this video, I'm kind of rambling, so maybe I didn't touch on a few points or subjects or whatnot, but leave me a comment down below if you like. And if you're having a surgery, you'll do fine. You do beautifully. Ask lots of questions. That is your right to ask a lot of questions. If you're having endometriosis surgery or hysterectomy surgery, or you're going to have it and you're unsure about it, there's always options. So thank you again for watching this video, day 4 of my endometriosis surgery, and I'm feeling good. And as you can see, I'm outside, you guys. Everybody, I just want to leave you with this. Everybody heals differently. And I know we're in interesting times right now, but look how beautiful. I mean, I wish you could see my scenery right now. It's very beautiful outside. Even if you have a patio, a backyard, get outside and get some fresh air, okay? Fresh air, and get underneath the sun. It does a world of difference. If you do a little research on depression, I know this is kind of off subject, but your moods can change, your hormones are going all over. We're living in interesting times. Getting outside and not necessarily interacting with people, but getting fresh air, the wind's blowing right now, being close to nature, getting underneath the sunlight is very important. You got to do that. Just don't stay in the house. Of course you got to heal, whatnot. Everybody heals differently. But like day 1, 2, I was up and moving. My dad just looks at me every time I do a surgery. He's like, I'm like, we got to get it done. The world does not stop just because I had a surgery. We got to get it done. All right, with that being said, I've done enough rambling. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you for all the best wishes. I'm doing well. I appreciate that. Just a little sore in the stomach area still. I only took not vitamins, pills twice, ibuprofen twice, because I'm not into like all that. The pain for me is not that severe. It is it is irritating, but it's not to where I'm just hunched over. Everybody's a little different. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Bye.